Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another countdown video, counting down my top 10 favorite Nothing More songs. It's a little tough to narrow down their songs, even though I am only counting down songs from their most recent 3 albums. Only going to count down songs where Johnny Hawkins is the vocalist, because I'm not too familiar with their stuff beforehand. So with that disclaimer, I'm going to get into the honorable mentions, then we'll move on to the list. This song has a gorgeous melody, a breathtaking little guitar moment in the soft bridge, but the only caveat is the yeah! And it just doesn't fit the rest of the song, especially for how much it appears, even though it's still a great song overall. Johnny's vocals are just on point here. The guitars have a great tone, and it just tugs at the heart. Even in the opening line, which is, "We live in the rain, a sea of change." Pretty simple, but pretty gorgeous. And as moving as this is, the reason it isn't appearing on this list is because I'm pretty biased towards badass, fast-paced, hard rock Nothing More, rather than emotional, intense power ballad Nothing More. Sorry, guys. Before you crucify me for this not being on the list, I am sorry, alright? Sometimes I just don't feel like crying when I'm listening to music. Everything I said about I'll Be Okay applies here, but I do have to give a shout out to the really emotional lyrics, because my gosh. Now this is some hard rock badassery, just how I like it. The lyrics get very dramatic, but I also smile in amusement every single time the line "on my iPhone with my iGirl" pops up, cause just wow. Just wow. Oh, you make me again. When we come together, you make me the best. Intense hard rock, except for with a well-integrated dubstep pre-chorus. There are some more amusing lyrics, namely the one about the gorilla in the second verse. And this almost made the list because I just adore the crap out of it. This is an electronic remix of Friendly Fire. It sounds absolutely beautiful, and it's up there with Session by Linkin Park as my favorite interlude or instrumental of anything ever. And talking about Friendly Fire, I love the guitar and bass tone the band has here, and with all the strong instrumental moments complementing Johnny's higher notes in the verse, I couldn't not mention this. And the only reason it didn't make the list is because of the steady drumming in the chorus. I don't care for the rhythm there. I wish it was a little more like syncopated or something, but hey, the rest of the song is straight fire and it's still great, so that's why I mentioned it. With all those honorable mentions out of the way, let's move on to my number 10 pick. For this song being on The Few Not Fleeting, it has pretty great production choices in the sense that the vocals all blend so well with each other. It's just a solid song all the way through, and every little piece works very harmoniously together. I'd say that the chorus and the way it's structured is pretty unique. Really good stuff. I'd argue The Cleansing is the best song on The Few Not Fleeting for its really unique progression with the guitar chords and that chorus melody. My goodness, I absolutely love it. And the Father, You Know I'm Seeking Honor bit is so gorgeous. This song ends with a huge bang with this really meaty kind of a riff that like gradually slows down as it ends, and that's really neat. Also, one last thing I want to mention, the bridge has this other vocalist singing, and he sounds pretty good, but I literally have no idea who he is, if this is even another member in the band or what. I'm not exactly sure why, but this song kind of reminds me of Mr. MTV in its attitude a bit. The bass line really drives this song forward, and there's a lot of little intricate things going on in the instrumentation. The chorus is infectious. It just gets stuck in your head so easily, and I just had to put it on the list. So I guess I forgot to shout out that amazing bridge in the Matthew Effect, because I love what the rhythm is doing there. It's just one of my favorite moments on Self-Titled. It's just one of those songs I return to quite a bit. Before I I get into the obvious thing that makes this song stand out to me, I just have to say that, damn, this song slaps. Literally though, it slaps. The bass is being slapped, it sounds amazing. Anywho though, the sound of this song is quite chaotic in every sense of the matter, which complements the subject matter of the song, which by the title, it's pretty obviously about cheating. The well-written rawness of the lyrics is so believable, and that's what makes this song succeed above anything else, is just the way the words are communicated. It makes so much sense to me why this song is so angry in the way it is. Johnny Hawkins is just going off the rails here in the vocal department, just belting these crazy high notes, and I'm actually kind of surprised this song is not higher on the list, but I think that's mostly a testament to how many good Nothing More songs there are. Now for another song on Self-Titled where Johnny Hawkins is going crazy, we have Jenny. I actually heard this song on the radio of all places first, and that's how I got introduced to the band. There's a lot of really neat acoustic guitar work and then some neat electric guitar work, because this is kind of a ballad that builds up as it goes. And it's interesting because of that progression and build up throughout the song, it really paints this song as a journey of sorts when it comes to the lyrics and the subject matter. I absolutely adore these lyrics, by the way. I would go as far as to say that they're the most realistic and well-written I have ever heard in this subject of having a loved one struggle with addiction and mental illness, and for that I respect this song a ton. And these lyrics, they're just very incredibly direct. I don't even know if maybe that's why it's not even in my top 5, is because the lyrics are so direct and such a slap in the face that like I have to be in the mood to hear such a slap in the face, but at the same time, it really makes this song stand out, and it's a wonderfully made piece of music. Also, I'm aware it's been self-titled mania on this list, so I'm sorry for that, but the next couple picks will not be self-titled, just spoiler alert here. And now at number 5 we have my intro song. This song has a really neat intro with the drums and all the neat effects and everything like that, and this was definitely my favorite on the Stories We Tell Ourselves when the album came out like over a year ago, and it's not my favorite anymore, but it's definitely up there. The Great Divorce definitely has a hard rock kind of a sound, and it is kind of a hard hitter, but it's different because there's a bit of a progressive sound to it that's very inspired by like Carnival. I noticed that Goliath by Carnival and The Great Divorce by Nothing More kind of have some similarities, which I am a fan of because both songs are great. The lead guitar in the chorus just sounds amazing, and the bridge builds up rather slowly, but it does build to this really great climax. In this climax, we have this really dubstep fit of fury going on. It's just one of the greatest moments in their discography. I absolutely adore it, and it leads back into the last chorus rather well, so there's just a lot to love about this song for sure. Since it came out, this song has heavily grown on me because it's just such a straight banger. The drums in this song absolutely drive it forward, especially in that bridge. The lyrics are pretty simple in spots, but I do enjoy some of the lyrics in that bridge. I've already given a shout out to the bridge, and so probably my favorite part of the song. Even though the chorus is pretty amazing, especially that last chorus, because I feel like everybody is just going crazy in their own way. Like all the instruments are just doing their own crazy thing, and like they're just going so hard and heavy, and it's so nice to hear, and it just sounds like they did not hold back whatsoever in Let 'Em Burn, and that's the main reason why it's up this high on the list. I almost never listen to This Is the Time without Ocean Floor, which is why I included them both in this number 3 pick. There are also progressive elements, kind of like The Great Divorce, except for it's a bit heavier in this song. The instrumentation overall is just so driven and powerful, and it's amazing how many intricacies here and there are just added into this song, especially in the lead guitar work. I know that a lot of people tend to find Nothing More through this song and Jenny, and I'm just so happy about that.
Leave me in your wake, always push through the pain.
closing song to the stories we tell ourselves is ranking this high up because of the story it tells and how effectively it's told. It not only makes the narrative very believable and interesting, but it really pulls the listener in like a good book would do. It just so happens that the sentiment of the lyrics is very encouraging and uplifting, and something that I think a lot of people can relate to. For the musical content, there is a steady build up to a very anthemic chorus, and the slight string section in the background that is more present in the last half of the song, it just adds so much to it, and I'm pretty sure it's there even in earlier parts in the song, but it's a little bit buried in the mix, but it adds so much. The layered vocals make this 6-minute song just sound epic and incredible, and it's nothing short of a masterpiece all the way through, and it truly moves me every single time I listen to it.
Your lips are poison and sweet, but love doesn't come cheap, baby.
Now, after the pouring out of my heart during Fade In, Fade Out, you might be surprised that this heavy song that is not nearly as profound as my number 2 pick ended up making my number 1. The bass line, I can't resist. The bass line in this song is crazy. There's a slight nu metal tinge to the overall sound. The masterful production is just amazing. The chord progression is so unique. And then we have that well-constructed melody, especially in that chorus. Take a Bullet remains my favorite Nothing More song, even among all the great songs they have in their catalog, just because of how every single little piece works together to make the whole. Just refer to the bridge here, where there are multiple hard-hitting sections in a row, like different segments of the same song, and it doesn't deviate too much from the main song, but like it just shows how much they can do within one heavy hard rock song. It's just like the perfect hard rock song in that way, because it never gets boring. It's always entertaining and energetic, and oh my gosh, it's just a masterpiece. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this without reiterating other points. I have to say, for this number 1 pick, job well done, Nothing More. And that is the end of the list. I hope you enjoyed this countdown video. I would like to hear everybody else's opinion on my list, but also what other people's lists are. They have a lot of golden songs throughout their catalog, and I'm excited to see what they do next, because I was very impressed with their last 2 albums, and there was of course gems on the Few Not Fleeting as well. So yeah, definitely excited to see what they do next, and I hope I get to see them live again several times more. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.